for that.
Like, tell me what I gotta do to make you mine for a lifetime.
Hey guys, it is Alexis here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about makeup that I'm like not checking for anymore. I might title this makeup nobody's checking for anymore, because this is kind of more so the things that I just don't care about these brands anymore. And the people that I follow also don't really care about these brands. So yeah. So I also want to say that I'm not or any way saying these brands are struggling or going out of business. It's just more that me, Alexis, my opinion, and the people that I watch on YouTube, I normally watch a lot of smaller channels. I just find like they're just more honest, more entertaining, and just a breath of fresh air to watch smaller channels than it is to watch bigger channels. Some things you might agree with, some things you might not. It's your opinion. It's just my opinion, things that I'm not checking for, and that's all. That's all it is. It's just my opinion, okay? I was gonna put this video on my second channel, but since it's more makeup related, I decided to do this. Plus, you guys love like my anti-hauls. My anti-hauls have the most engagement and watch time, so I guess you guys like hearing me talk about things. I don't know. So let's get started. So at number 10, it would definitely be the Ben Nye brand. I remember back here in 2000, I want to say like 13, Ben Nye banana powder was everything. Every YouTuber I watched at that time used that to set under their eye. That was like the holy grail thing. Like that was just the brand to have. And now it's like Laura Mercier. Like that is like it just flipped, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's checking for Ben Nye banana powder anymore. I don't even know if anybody uses that. I don't know if they still make that. I don't know if it's discontinued. I have no idea what happened, but I remember watching videos and everybody had that under their eyes. That was the number one thing used to bake with, and now it's like whatever happened to them, you know? Like I don't know what happened to them. I definitely don't check for Ben Nye banana powder or their brand, so that's why it's at number 10. Number 9 spot, it would definitely be Benefit Cosmetics. I'm not checking for Benefit, and the people that I watch on YouTube, they're not checking for Benefit either. Only thing I've ever heard from them is the brow situation, and I never had that. But other than that, that's it. And the only time I really hear about this brand is if they're doing a brand trip for some random product. They have all the YouTubers out promoting it for about 8 days, and then the YouTubers move on to something new. You know, that's the only thing I know about Benefit. I don't get excited about anything they ever come out with. Like, and I also feel like they're just like shady. Like I remember when they had the thing, I think it was last year, where they had literally the same product and repackaged it and then sold it again. Like a lot of people love their primers and stuff. I have never bought anything from Benefit. When I go to their section in Ulta, I don't even look at anything. I just don't like that brand. I'm not checking for them at all. The only time I'm checking for them is when Trend Move posts them, or it's a brand trip. Like that's what really between Benefit and Tarte, only thing I ever really know about them is their brand trips. Like that's it. Not because they have amazing products, because they take YouTubers to like the best places ever. So yeah, I'm not checking for Benefit at all. And I really, like I said, the people that I follow don't really check for Benefit either. And I don't check for them either. I don't care about them at all. 8. Black Up. Did anybody remember Black Up and stuff? Like, cause I dang sure forgot about Black Up. I haven't been checking for Black Up in forever. I remember, like I said, back here in 2013 and 2012, like almost, you know, like yeah, 12, 13. No, 2014. I want to say it was 2014 and 15. I used to watch a lot of Black Up videos, and it was really popular back then when I first started watching YouTube. Just like the Ben Nye banana powder, and it was like the Black Up contour thing and the foundation. People wore it then. Now, nobody wears Black Up. Like I don't even wear Black Up. I found that it's too expensive, and it's just kind of tacky. If I'm going to Sephora, that's where they're sold. Now that Fenty's there, first of all, I didn't look over there anyway. But now that it's like Fenty's there, why would I go to Black Up? And why not I go to Fenty? And I feel like they're also extremely overpriced. Like literally, nobody's about to pay $53 for, I think it's like 12 eyeshadows I remember, that literally look like something Elf made. Nobody's gonna do that, okay? And that's why I feel like, is anybody checking for Black Up? I don't really see a lot of videos about them. I don't watch like Trend Move doesn't post them. Nobody talks about them in their hauls, like Sephora hauls. Nobody's checking for Black Up at all. Like I legit forgot they existed compared to 2000, I want to say 14, 15. I they were all over YouTube. People were talking about their contour sticks and foundations and all the stuff that they had, and now I feel like nobody cares. And I think it was some drama going on with the company, and a lot of people fell out because of the changes and stuff that they did. They stole the company, I think it was. I don't know for sure, but I remember hearing the drama, but I never really got into it. So maybe that's why people stopped talking about it. But yeah, I ain't checking for Black Up, and nobody else is either. Number 7, Lorac. I think I'm saying Lorac or Lorac. Does anybody really care about Lorac Cosmetics? Because I surely don't. I surely don't. I have never really liked anything they've came out with. I feel like that tacky brunch palette all the way up to that Pirates of the Caribbean palette, it's just like, what are you doing over there? You know, and they're sold at Kohl's. So when I go to Kohl's, I see them there, and I still have never wanted to buy anything from them. They have a foundation, but like I'm not checking for them. A lot of people that I watch here on YouTube, they don't buy their palettes, you know, like nobody really is checking for Lorac, like period. I've seen, I think, an eyeliner that was like kind of popular, but other than that, I just don't see many people checking for it, you know. I just fixed my camera, so that's why it's a different angle, because it was looking weird. But yeah, I don't feel like anybody checks for Lorac. I dang sure I'm not checking for it. I feel like their palettes are all really ugly to look at, like the brunch one. The Mega Pro 4 one was kind of, yeah. I do remember them being popular with the Mega 2, the Mega Pro 1, Mega Pro 2. Those are really like popular. But after that, I really haven't heard much from this brand. I feel like they release random things and people will buy it. If they do, they don't. Oh, effing will. But I just don't check for them. So yeah. So number 6. This one's kind of weird and iffy, but like, think about it. I hear about this brand all the time on Trend Mood, and people will talk about them, but I've never actually bought anything from them because I'm just not checking for them. And it's Too Faced. Think about it. You know, you always hear about Too Faced. You always see Too Faced in some type of situation or whatever they're coming out with, but do you really buy it? Because I know I don't buy it. And most of the time I see Too Faced, I see anti-hauls. I see them in people's anti-hauls, but I don't really watch. I don't see Too Faced a lot in the people that I follow, nor in my personal life. I just don't like Too Faced, and I'm checking for it. Like, I feel like Too Faced, to me, went down. Not necessarily went down, but I stopped caring, I want to say after the chocolate, no, after the Sweet Peach. Yeah, that one was really what I saw. Well, they had the chocolate series, the chocolate bar series that I wasn't really checking for to begin with. Then I got on makeup and I started seeing about the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I remember I really wanted that. The girls in my school had those palettes. They would have a Too Faced and Urban Decay. They would always have those two. The Naked series, the Smoky Eye, Naked one, all those, they had those, and they also had the Too Faced chocolate palette. So I would always want those, but then like I never got it, and I'm going on with my life. And I feel like with Too Faced, they take a good thing and run it into the ground. Okay, they just came out with the chocolate gold stuff. Literally, who asked for that? Who asked for that? You know what I'm saying? And then the peach collection, the white peach, the 2 peachy mattes, it's just too much stuff that I don't really care about. And I feel like they always just like throw stuff at the wall and kind of see what people will buy. You know what I'm saying? Like they just try different things, like the unicorn, like that Candy Johnson thing. That was so, like I said, I have not bought anything from Too Faced. Okay, the only thing I own from Too Faced is their mascaras that honestly can be duped out easily. So it's just like, I don't really care for Too Faced. I'm not checking for Too Faced. People that I watch here on YouTube really don't check for Too Faced either, other than like the really big YouTubers. But I just am not here for Too Faced. So number 5, one will be Makeup Geek. I remember Makeup Geek being so popular back here like 2 years ago. Makeup Geek and those dang Z palettes and everybody having the Makeup Geek little eyeshadows in there and stuff like that. I remember watching those videos and their collections. I used to watch all those Makeup Geek videos, and now I barely hear about Makeup Geek at all. Makeup Geek and Coastal Scents, I don't hear about those either. Like, I like Coastal Scents, most people don't really use them anymore. I don't really see videos of them either. So like, Makeup Geek, what happened to Makeup Geek, you know? Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. Number 4, this one is a product, not a brand, but you know, we'll just let this one slip. It was the Wet n Wild Mermaid Collection. who asked for that? I'm gonna make a video about makeup products that nobody asked for, because nobody asked for that palette. I promise you nobody did. I mean, for that collection. It was stupid. It was the highlighter that people wore for about maybe a day and a half, and then that was it. I literally saw like 5 videos about it. It was all PR videos, the little bundle, and that was it. That was it. I never really saw people use it again. It kind of came. It had its 10 minutes of shine, and then nobody cared anymore. It was the weirdest thing ever, and I'm like, why did they do that? And like I said, I'm not checking for that. I wasn't checking for it when it came out, and I'm still trying to figure out why it came out. Like, it just seemed like something they had in the lab working on it, and they couldn't figure out when to bring it out, and they just popped it out at a random time, and it was like, okay, whatever happens, happens, you know? And I never understood that. I just never understood it. Number 3, MAC Cosmetics. Isn't that crazy? Like, when I was in high school, MAC was everything. That was the high-end brand of my life. Like, you always wanted to be like a MAC girl. When you wanted your makeup done, you would go to MAC. I got my makeup done when I went to prom at MAC. And the first products I ever bought were at MAC. Like, my first lipsticks was MAC. My first glosses was MAC. My first foundation was MAC. My first concealer was, everything was MAC. I had the MAC powders. Everything was MAC. And like, other brands stepped their game up. And it was like, MAC was expensive for no reason, you know? They're not expensive. They're like a regular high-end brand, but like, people, for me, I just stopped checking for them. And then I noticed a lot of their stuff, they kind of just repackage old stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one collection, I can't remember who it was. I think it was the Taraji collection or the Nicki collection. One of their collections, literally they just took some old existing shades, lipstick shades, put the new design on it, and called it a dang day. And it was so weird. And I have never really gotten into MAC again. I feel like MAC, to me, doesn't have the same the brand to try anymore. Like, I remember, like, people used to be obsessed with the little lipsticks. They would have them on display, have the little MAC little what's it called, like the little holder where they hold their lipsticks. So they had limited edition ones, and like every MAC collab, people would go and buy it. I remember, you know what I'm saying? I just remember MAC being so special, to now it's like not. And I'm not the kind of person who buys into packaging. So like their Christmas collection, I'm like, oh, it's cute, okay. Or the what was it, the Selena collection, okay, it's cute. You mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been the one to buy into their packaging. I feel like that's what they're known for. It's just being packaging and not necessarily the product. And I've seen people buy each thing, you know? Patrick Starr kind of like brought some life back into MAC a little bit with their collab, but then after that, nobody cared anymore yet again. That stupid little speaker thing they got going on, I'm just not into MAC. Their eyeshadows are pretty pathetic to me as well. Like, I don't like their eyeshadows compared to other high-end brands. I feel like they're just kind of like mediocre. I mean, not mediocre, but it's like just not where they are for the price, you know? MAC is not failing in any way, but I'm just not checking for MAC anymore, you know? I'm just not. I'd rather go get a lipstick from ColourPop and a gloss from ColourPop and call it a day. They both last about the same. My MAC glosses tend to slide right off of my lips anyway, like the ColourPop ones do, after I eat. And then their matte lipsticks are kind of drying as well. I think the, what's it called, the satin ones, the ones I like. Yeah, the satin ones are the ones that I like, because the matte ones, I think the matte ones are too drying. I can't remember. Yeah, the matte ones. Okay, so I have one matte here that was also, yeah. So the matte ones are drying, and then the satin ones are the ones that I end up liking. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just not here for MAC anymore. So number 2. So number 2 should definitely be number 1, but well, number 1 kind of makes more sense to me. But number 2 would be Kylie Cosmetics. Isn't anybody checking for Kylie Cosmetics anymore? Now, I know this one's for sure. Yes, Nicole Concilio, Laura Lee, and maybe Manny will talk about her products for the first week that it comes out, and then everybody else moves on, okay? Obviously, she has her loyal fans who will buy anything with her name on it and will spend any amount of money for her products. That's not what I'm questioning here. I'm saying people like me, people that I follow on YouTube, are you really checking for Kylie Cosmetics anymore? Like, are you really buying anything Kylie Cosmetics, you know? Now let's go back to Kylie Cosmetics history, okay? This girl literally made an entire company off her lip injections, okay? And she sold people basically a dream by saying you could have lips like mine if you buy this lip kit, even though she had hers like a injection. So she sold people a dream, and it became this huge company off of that. I remember when her lip kits first came out, they were $27 for a lipstick and a liner, which is insane. And then I remember them always selling out, and you couldn't get your hands on any of them. People were selling them on eBay. The fake makeup industry like boomed for her, like, because after her makeup brand, like, that was just everything for them, because they was to be able to scam people. People were buying, basically they couldn't have the real thing. So it was like her brand did so much, and it was so popular back here when it first came out, and people loved it. And then I remember like the YouTubers would get the products and they would like literally lose their minds and say it was so great and they loved it and it was amazing, and then you would never see them use it again. And I feel like that's what everything Kylie's ever came out with. It's cute for the first week that it released. I have her minis. I had her mini lipsticks. These little things, I had these, I bought those. And her lipsticks, her matte ones, are super drying. They're nothing to scream about. Eyeshadows are extremely patchy and blotchy, and they're hard to blend. I had this little quad she came out with during Valentine's Day, and I ended up giving that away because it was so hard to use and I hated it. I do like her velvets. They're great, but they're easily the ColourPop satins. That's the same thing. And then I have her highlighter that is the least pigmented thing I've ever used in my life. Like, one swipe, there it is. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, my friend? And you saw how, let's just do another finger. Down, right? On my finger. What? And I remember when her highlighters first came out, people lost their mind. They were everything. Like, people was like, oh, new Kylie highlighters, you gotta have them, yeah. And that's literally how our products are for the first week. And then people forget about them and never use it again. I feel like after her vacation collection, people started being like, this stuff is crap. Like, it was the Royal Peach one first because the smell was terrible, and then the highlighters came out with the missing thing, but she ended up getting over that. But it wasn't until the vacation collection with, I think whoever it was, some big YouTuber said that this is trash. Like, this is not really that good. And then the other big ones started speaking out too and being like, yeah, it's not that good. And ever since that, the vacation one, then the birthday one, and then after that, it kind of just went down, okay? And I feel like it just went down after that, and nobody really was checking for it. Her concealers, they got a little buzz, and then nobody cared. Those brushes sent people over the moon, but nobody actually bought that. Like, you know, talking about it on YouTube does not equal sales, you know what I'm saying? Now she's having like sales and $10 off your orders, and it's like, I don't really think business is as good as it used to be. Not because of Fenty or anything like that, but because people are realizing that this is overpriced and you can't return it, you can't try it out, and it's not really that good. And people are like, no, I'm not gonna buy that. And I feel like nobody's checking for Kylie Cosmetics anymore, especially because our products are not like those holy grail products that you will spend this money on, like your Modern Renaissance palette. Like, if you have that palette, you have held on to that palette forever, and that's your favorite palette and you love that palette. Or what else is something that I love? Like my Maybelline foundation at the moment. I love that foundation. It's great. The Fit Me one too. Like I'm wearing that today. I love those foundations. Those are things that you buy and you love them and you never want to replace them, and you'll buy it more and more. And I feel like Kylie Cosmetics does not have this kind of products, especially for the price she's giving them at. So that's why I feel like her brand just kind of fell off in a sense. And I feel like she doesn't have people hypnotized anymore, where they'll just buy it because it's her name, you know? So I feel like nobody's checking for her brand anymore, especially me and people that I follow. They're just not. Also, she's had a baby, and I kind of think that it's going to go two ways. She's either going to take a step back from her company and focus on being a mom, or she might do another way and be a Kardashian and monetize her baby and do a collection of her baby and do something weird like that to make money to bring her brand back to life, because I feel like it has been falling off. So yeah. Number one brand, or not really brand, but collab, or whatever you want to call it, that nobody was checking for at all or even heard about or understand, it was the ColourPop sold at Sephora. Whatever happened to that? Like, I feel like that went ghost, like Makeup Geek did. Like, it was the dumbest thing I ever seen in my lifetime. I was so excited. I think I did a video back, like an anti-haul. I talked about how excited I was for ColourPop to be sold at Sephora, because you can go to Sephora and swatch things and get them. No, like, and it was not like that at all. So what they did, they came out with some Sephora only exclusives. That stupid Golden State of Mind palette that was basically full of shimmers that nobody wanted, and then that semi-precious one that came out with other shimmers that nobody wanted. They jacked the price up, I think $7 more than what they would normally do, and shockingly nobody effing bought it. Like, they didn't buy the palettes or the little spray and then the Super Shocks and the glosses. Nobody cared. Nobody bought it. It was stupid. It was the dumbest thing ever. Now, when I think about the ColourPop sold at Sephora, like me and all other people that thought about it, thought that they were going to be selling ColourPop products at Sephora like every other brand sold at Sephora. Now, there are products that you can only get on certain brands' website, like they have like their website exclusive, but they're also still sold at Sephora. You get what I'm saying here? ColourPop bought out like 12 products, like a Sephora exclusive, and that was it. And they didn't, like, the lipsticks didn't go on there, the concealers didn't go on. That was the main reason I wanted to get the concealer, because I was like, oh, they'll be sold at Sephora now, so I can get me a ColourPop concealer at Sephora, and you know, get your points and stuff like that. No, sis. No. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe the deal was Sephora to see how a brand that cheap would work at Sephora. But they did the worst trial run. They brought out the dumbest products instead of actually putting products that ColourPop is known for, like their they could do another like palette like this, you know, where they actually had mattes and shimmers, and or did they cute this palette, the Yes Please one, and did something like that. They gave us the Golden State of Mind, and I really wanted to support ColourPop, but it's the dumbest thing ever. And my local Sephora's don't even have the ColourPop display either. So yeah, and then now all of the ColourPop products are on sale, and we have yet to see any new ColourPop products there. So the main point is that nobody is checking for ColourPop at Sephora. Nobody even questioned it. Nobody thought about it. Nobody has talked about it. Nobody's asked any questions. Nobody has said, what happened to ColourPop at Sephora? Like, because nobody's checking for it. Nobody cares. It was the dumbest thing they could have ever done, and it was stupid. And yeah, I don't know if they're going to no longer sell ColourPop there, but like, ColourPop, why aren't the concealers sold there, or the new lipsticks, or the new palettes, or the new highlighters? Why they're still on your website? I thought the purpose of being sold at Sephora was to expand your line and being able to reach more consumers, you know, that don't live in the US, and being able to go to Sephora and buy ColourPop products. It's just stupid. Nobody is checking for ColourPop at Sephora anymore. I don't think anybody even cares if it's there or it's not, because it just came and went, and it was weird. So I hope you guys enjoyed my list of brands or products or whatever that I am not checking for or wasn't checking for to begin with. Please leave me some comments down below and tell me your list of brands that you're not checking for, or brands that you remembered being popular and not anymore. I also want to give a shout out to Lauren May Beauty. This video came from her. She did a video kind of like this, that brands that nobody talks about anymore, something like that, and I thought I did my own list of things that I'm like, yeah, I don't talk about that brand anymore. Alright, so that's it for this video. Like I said, let me know some of your opinions. Don't take it too personal. Or even let me know if you would change my list around, like maybe put number 1 and number 5 and things like that. And I think I'm going to do a part 2 to this video, because there's still some brands that or brands or products that I want to talk about that I'm not checking for. But yeah, that'll be in part 2 of this video, or part 3, or however you will label it. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Bye. And so those are like those videos like my anti-hauls like my most viewed. So number 10, at number 10, number 9, it will be, yay, my order from Hush has shipped. Ooh. My head is chopped off a lot. Let me fix this, hold on. Let me bring it down a little bit. Hello?
Hey, Brent.
Hey.
Got an accident.
Okay. If her lunchbox is gone, she's working late.
Okay, I see.
Don't come back.
I might.
The next one, my number 2, so this, what was I saying? I forgot what I was about to say. I really did. Ugly, I mean, reading the, I remember watching the drama, my goodness, Alexis, breathe. Me, a lot of your